Welcome to another campfire. I think today is going to be the day that we beat this game. Go ahead and make sure everything looks good. Don't want to be like talking and stuff happening. Okay, everything looks good. Good. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm pretty sure today, pretty sure, this is the last one. And I'll have to find a new game. Oh, right. Okay, now I was thinking I didn't start this book yet, but I did. Okay. Yeah, so unless I do like a surprise, you have one more thing to do, which, that happens a lot in adventure games. They don't want you to know when the ending is coming up, but there's a lot of evidence saying that this is it. Alright, so we've got an entire market to explore. Talk to everybody there. There we go. You gonna let me pass? No, I gotta do this conversation again. No, I don't. Okay. Alright, let's be systematic about this, and we'll just do each track. An inspector is standing by the train. His assistant is inside, rummaging through possessions. Oh, I need to have chat up. Don't want to have chat up. But it looks like there's an ad being played anyways. I don't even know if you get ads. Okay. I thought talking long enough at the beginning would have canceled out that Twitch ad, because that's usually the case. But apparently not. And just a few more seconds. I'm trying to be a little more aware of the ads on Twitch. It's hard. Alright, there we go. Says my community is back on Twitch. Alright, an inspector is standing by the train. His assistant is inside, rummaging through possessions. Oh, you again. The man encountered at the town gate recognizes you. Is everything okay? This is the guy's train. What's his name? Max, I think? Max, is he doing better? We can sell this, you hear from inside the train. I'd say there's enough to live on here. We'll split it up, I think. Max is resisting right now, and we're keeping an eye on his stuff. You look over his shoulder onto the train car. Don't look in there, you know what. He hesitates for a moment, then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. Take this. You're a good guy. You helped Max. Let us take care of things here. Is this a bribe? So I helped Max and you robbed his train? Max won't be going anywhere anytime soon, and this stuff won't be... this stuff could be useful for the town, and for us. No, he's actually genuinely tithing agent. Now get out of here, don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. So it seems weird that sand is a currency. Like, how do you differentiate sand? Like, there's sand all over the place. There's sand in the carts. There's melon cell. Oh, no, I'm doing this wrong. This merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of late stage insanity. Hey, man. Hey, come over here. You got any sand? No, I'm looking to earn some myself. Oh, well, I can't help you with that. I've been selling my heart out, but I still don't even have enough sand to fix my train. Now, let's see. You look at the melon seller's train. There are a lot of things that you, in this world, you could call rundown, but everything you've seen up until now is sparkling clean compared to this train. And my time's running out. I have half an hour left in town. All because of those damn guards. They gave me a penalty. Those dogs. What am I supposed to do? My wheel's busted. You notice the train's front wheel is sitting at a 45-degree angle. He doesn't need to worry. With a wheel like that, there's no getting the train out of here in any case. I should get going. So yeah, what do they do if you can't leave? The greenery on this train's roof is quite striking by local standards. You're looking at a very well-kept train. Examine the train in silence. It looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming, and the train, a thin layer of newly settled dust, looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems will sway the roof. You see kalanchoe, kawathia, and tons of other plants that you don't recognize. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. You can only get in once you retire, and I think you still have a while before that happens. I do too. How do I get in there now, today? The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way out of the town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. It is weird that she's got like this really nice train and a weird beat up trailer. I'm already bothering her, so let's go ahead and ask her about it and not look at it. Are you afraid of your old trailer might fall right off? The woman continues to look towards the way. Yes, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. The corners of the woman's mouth turn up and she shakes her head. Ask her... Yeah, what does she do? What do you do? It's as though a woman doesn't hear your question. She just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants? I used to enjoy nurturing life. The woman looks at the old trailer and stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles on her face tense, but in an instant the illusion passes. What's in the trailer? Things, old things, ancient things, toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns but doesn't tell you to leave yet. Ask about the meteorologist. You know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The woman turns her head to look you straight in the eye. You can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater. It seems that the oil bug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Swat it? You put your hand over your neck. Stop. Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She holds 2 old dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bug? Is she insane? You won't hear me complaining. You carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bug. Did I give something away I shouldn't have? It didn't seem like I had much of an option. Cellar. Hey, this guy doesn't have a train. Get out of here, outsider. Okay. Junkyard. About you. The woman looks at you unkindly. Guards. Okay, what do the guards got? 2 guards are sitting at the gate playing a strange game with stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good at feigning indifference. You see him casting a quick glance at you. What do you want? What are you guarding? The men look at you, not speaking. Do you get blown in here by an idiot storm pal? The guard on the right grunts. Don't bother us. Yeah, I'm not gonna be rude to them. I'm not gonna do it. Great. Alright, now let's go down the second room. It's really the woman. The woman silently waves at you. Okay. Hope I waved back. Finally. The man's sleeves bears the letters CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you are? You keep a look at the letter CS, trying to think of what it might stand for. Custom service. From the custom service, I just finished going over your stuff in here. You need to sell everything that belonged to Jenkins before your time in town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that, he points at the Roderick's cage, that's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans closer. Why would I put a tag on my own things? An item with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. So he writes something in his notebook. Okay. What the hell? I'm not selling you, my friend. He reaches for a radio on his belt and looks at you questioningly. Cool it. Let's try to solve this peacefully. He nods and takes a hand off the radio. The customs officer tosses a fodded up trading tent at your feet. Have you done this before? Unfolding the tent signals that you're selling you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you, and you make what profit you can. Half and half. The sand at the entrance. He points at the woman checking tickets. Do you what you want with the rest. Good luck. He walks away. Alright. small but very strong chain holds like shit. Holds like a ray. I am not on the second rung. Just don't. Can I see? No. A middle-aged woman is resting in the stoop of her train. A basin of laundry's children's clothes sit at her feet. She stares at your train for a moment. She sighs and leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you're the one from Train 42, huh? She grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Did you know the previous owner? Jenkins? Yeah. He was my husband. She gets up heavily and starts hanging the laundry as if nothing had happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. Yeah, take off the gloves. Pass me the clothes. She nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ash flying from her cigarette into a pair of man's pants hanging on the line. You hand her a pair of children's pants. Hand her a sheet from her pair of the children's pants. You take off your dusty gloves and pick up a pair of white children's pants. You glance at your hands for a moment. This is the first time in a long time they've looked human. All that's left are the thin scars striping across your palms. They probably won't ever fade. The woman takes the pants from you. Hand her the sheet. Shakes out the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows her cigarette smoke upwards to keep it off the sheet. Yeah, your husband's things. Oh, you don't even say it. Just random things, nothing interesting. The woman ashes her cigarette and you see her glance quickly at you as she takes the sheet. So Jenkins' possessions, do you need me to... Pass her a bunch of socks. You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman. But the woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. I'm really sorry. When I found him, there was already nothing I could do. She nods weakly a few times. Turning halfway around, she passes you a cigarette. She already has a fresh one on her mouth and lip. Take a cigarette. You sit on her train stoop. I found a journal on his train. I guess it belongs to you now. Customs won't let me just give it to you, but I'll figure something out. She smiles. A journal? Jenkins didn't know how to write. He probably robbed or killed someone for those. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarette, she packs up and heads inside to her train. Child's joyful laughter greets her. Steel wire is wrapped around the crate. Someone more clearly doesn't want you looking inside. I think there's a construction thing inside here, if I remember right. Yeah. Okay, I can build a lockpick, but it looks like I need pliers. exit. Or a crowbar. Animated old man. Have to talk to him. An old man is waving at you so furiously that it seems like his hand might fall off for any second. Walk over to him. Ah, no. Get out of here. What do you mean? You were calling me over. So, go on, get. Up close, I can see that you only have 30 minutes worth of sand. The old man waves his fist angrily. He doesn't even look particularly dangerous, but he probably knows a few dirty tricks. I don't want to fight him. Someone hid a safe under here. Oh, I can have it fixed. Okay. Can I put that back? No. Flashy train. That is a flashy train. Look at that clock. Whole mansion on wheels. Seems like someone's done well. In a world where you can die at any second. Are you going to knock or just stand there? Knock on the door. Silence. I can clearly see him watching us from the window. Why won't he open the door? He probably only talks to people he knows. We should come back later. Around. Curtains on the windows are drawn tightly shut, but you can see the silhouette of a man watching you from inside. I mean, kind of the same way myself. Get a lockpick and open that safe up. Why is the exit... God, the exit button isn't working. I just have to hit escape every time. That is gonna get annoying. Someone hit a buried safe under... Okay, pick the lock. With all your current experience, picking locks, the safe door swings open in just a few seconds. Okay, it's... I think that might be enough to make the crowbar. I need more tools. Okay. But now I have enough to do that. Go ahead and go down the last one. Angry man. Somebody stole his stuff. Open suitcases are strewn around the the car. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's washing so intently that you can hear the fabric ripping. He has impressively large fang from some unknown animal. hanging around his neck. He stops washing and looks at you in a mean look. The cage around your neck, is that some kind of new trend? You hear a clear dislike of the man's voice. Just keep going, we don't need any more problems. Keep washing up blood. Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going, keep going. Maybe I should tell. Hey. Suddenly you feel a powerful yank on your down on your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hand grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it. You grab the cage too and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. 1 punch, 2. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage toward himself. The cage hinges and starts making unpleasant crunching noise around you, or is that your neck? Help me, I'm being ground. Calling for your mother to help you, Brad. He pushes you away and drops into a fighting stance. It appears a real fight is about to start. Flies into the basin which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Anthony? Next time you're going in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive well done the back. I know it's none of your business, but we can't let that psycho roam free. You look at the suitcase or on the ground, notice a photograph. Two smiling men are standing in front of the locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arm around with the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged and he has a fang pendant around his neck. You toss the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. What are you doing? What's going on? He suddenly comes up and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds thin. Nothing's going on, everything already happened. The man spots the photo on the ground, then his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly, his face changes. Henry, oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the 2 bandages of sand on the ground, which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get these away from me. I can't look at them. Pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him be. How much sand do I have? Bag of red sand. Oh, it's red sand. He got beat up pretty bad. Best leave him be. It's not a tied up man. That's a suitcase. Man, you live in a glass house. That must be uncomfortable. The sound that reaches your ears seem impossible in this desert world. Rustling pages, hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it was taken out of an antique bookshelf. Hello, the young bookseller waves at you. Hi. Are you new to these parts? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new. Do you know everyone here? No. Of course not. It's just that generally the same people bring their trains to the same station every time. Were you looking to choose a book? It's something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested, but sees her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins' journal. Notes. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memoirs? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove you have. Have you read it? I thought it was just a train's driver's journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother. I'll just want to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some sand for your work. Oh yeah, 5. Oof, I'd be glad to give you 5 bags of sand, but then I'd have to leave town right now, and I still have so many books to sell. Would you lower your price? 2 bags. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. Bookseller disappears into her train, then returns 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters on it in a language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what was in the journal. It might have helped us understand this world better. I thought you could help me with that. Haven't you heard much? You haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. I'm not buying anything, leave. Hey, are you a digger? A what? I've got another ad. Anything in the settings that tells me when it comes back? No. Hmm. Alright, the ads are over. A digger. My hearing is fine. I'm asking what that means. The man looks at you without blinking for 10 seconds or so. You're attracting suspicion again with your unnecessary question. I'm not a local. I'm not from here. You gesture at the town. The man continues to look at you without blinking. This is the only town on our continent, possibly the whole damn planet. Where the hell are you from? Then if you're not from here. I left for a long time, and now I'm back, but I don't remember anything. A digger is someone who digs up buildings in the desert. Do you know what a desert is, or is there no desert where you came from either? Right, a digger. They just called them something different back in my day. Yeah, I'm a digger. I was one of the best way back when. I find that hard to believe. Need work? I want to dig up a building in Malta Street, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's our plan? I started digging from the top, got from the 20th or 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work. The sand packed tight. It's a pickaxe job. If you want to round up a few more people, then we'll move at sunrise. Is there nothing special there is there anything special in that building? Man peers closely at you. It seems he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store on the first floor of the building. The work is all that should concern you. I'll pay you, and what's in it in the building is none of your business. You in or no? I'll think about it. Think then. He throws his cigarette on the ground and turns away from you. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hands on a weapon? No, he gets caught in a firestorm out in the road tomorrow. I should get going. So now he gives me a bit of info, huh? Got everything. There was a door that I wanted to look at. There's some crates. Has some tools. Anything else here? Okay, let's go make the crowbar. Soon, alright. Okay, so now we just need a rag and tools again. Go ahead and go into the junkyard. Trash can. Hey, look, everything but tools. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case, then rakes out microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to your left. Did you want something? What's the pipe? What's that pipe on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. Gives you a quick glance and then continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks at you in the eyes a little moment longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight to the upper district. There's a passage there. Now we just have to figure out what to do about this sewer guardian. Do you need any help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal she still has to go through. For money, actually for sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have more work? But maybe something a little less dusty? I'm not sure. She looks over from head to you over from head to toe. Stay how you are. I don't think they'll have any use for you. But you can go and ask Mr. Noriano yourself. He lives in the middle of this square. Noriano, got it. Thanks. She responds with a sour smile. You got a lot of computers there. Yep. She's concentrating on her hard at work. From where'd they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins brought them in a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh? Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was? Oops. Oh. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you might have heard that. But definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. Oh? How do I get to the upper district? I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. You know anything that might help? I don't know anything. Yeah, we'll just look at it. Fill in the grate, but it doesn't move. Just to verify, we don't have tools. I have a feeling I should have gone in there first, but whatever. That was my choice to go in there last. This is where he lives. Mr. What's his name? Noriano. And Mr. Noriano, come out. The door slowly opens. A middle-aged man appears on the doorstep. He looks a little too clean for these surroundings, and he is holding a glass of something orange. He squints at you from the doorway. Apparently, not trusting you enough to talk face to face. Has a long neck, sir. Very long neck. Good day. Nice house. I'm trying to find a way into the good day. He assesses you silently. His gaze runs quickly over your clothes, pausing at your neck, around the cage around your neck. Doesn't pay any attention to your face at all. The stranger leans against the door, finishes with his assessment of you. Judging by the expression on your face, you got roughly a 4 out of 10. Nice house. He nods silently and lifts his glass slightly in your direction. Trying to find a way into the upper district. Aren't we all? Gestures at the square around you. I don't plan on living there. Just have to take care of one thing. That's it. One thing. What could there possibly be for you to do there? Be for you to do there? He sips from his glass. You know what? Let's tell them the truth. I need to get something. He waits for you to continue. Something important to me. How important? He gestures for you to continue. Ooh, a man of business. I'd say about, you look in your pockets, 1 bag of sand important? Its face twists. 5 bags? He gestures again for you to continue. 7 bags? The man starts nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. 10 bags? Now you're speaking my language. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, the man transforms from a reserved aristocrat to a jolly businessman. Not a bad start to the day, helping those in need, you might say. He steps forward and shakes your hand. I have things I can sell to you. I have possessions I need to sell off. How about I give them to you and you lower your price? I'm a man of business, you see. Dealing with junk just doesn't fit my status anymore. But I'm sure you'll find buyers among the visitors today. Can you tell me where I can get that much sand? In our little town, people trade sand for either goods or services, or both. I just need to find what works for you. Okay, I'll be back with your sand. Good luck now. I'll be waiting. He bounds cheerfully up the stairs and sipping through it from his glass disappears from behind the door. I'm 1 bag shy. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and sell. Trading tent is ready. Time to sell Jenkins stuff. Yep, start selling. You brush the sand off the tent and notice passerby starting to look over more frequently. What do we have to sell? Everything left in the bag. Some weird gas cylinders. You dig through Jenkins' bags. Empty. Put them on the counter anyway. You keep rooting through the batter under the bag. Some rags and a cup. I doubt we'll even get 1 bag of sand for this stuff. Oh, something else. Some kind of map. Hey, I bet we can do something with that. You notice a customer approaching. Listen carefully and remember this. The man is quite clean-cut, probably from the upper district. Are you listening? Say that this map leads to something important, to a treasure or whatever. What are you selling? The old man looks at the canisters interested. Say anything, just push the map. I have something special. Some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react. He probably hears that same story every day. I hope you don't mean these helium cylinders. He points at the cylinders on the counter. They're empty, by the way. Show him part of the map. Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand and the map is yours. I can't just pour out 10 bags for a map that leads to who knows where. Leads to treasure. Which treasure exactly? You tap on Roderick's cage. Thinking and thinking. A map to water. To a pile of sand. Pile of food. Shelter. A map to water source. The old man takes a flask of water from his belt and silently takes a drink. What's that you say? He wipes his mouth on his sleeve. Oh right, I think I read that. They give out water for free in the upper district. That's my fault. Map to a pile of sand. What's it doing outside the town? Well, customs won't let you in with your own sand, so why the hell would I need sand out here? It's a map to a pile of food. What food? You're trying to say there's food just lying around in the desert? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. It'll just go to waste out there. The map to a shelter. You know about the shelter too? He ever so slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot to... I know. You try to sound convincing. 10 bags you say. I'll give you 5. But if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back and give you... if the shelter is there, come back and give you 5 more. 5? Wax. Right to your head. With this, he shows the small club on his belt. The deal. Great. We have some sand already. And that is enough. The man appears in his doorway, looking cheerful. He looks over you in search of the 10 bags of sand. Here's your 10 bags. My dear, wonderful. My dear friend, wonderful, wonderful. He jumps down from an entry like an excited child. Mia. He looks at your bags, ignoring you. Let's see what we have here. He doesn't wait for permission. Wonderful. He counts the bags. He counts out 2, which he hands back to you. Give these to Janine, the woman who does salvage at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Nariano sent you. He scoops up the remaining bags and starts to head back into his home. Hold on, so it only costs 2 bags to get into the upper district, and you're just keeping the rest for yourself just because you know this Janine? It truly is a pleasure doing business with you, my dear friend. Come back any time. He disappears from behind the door. I mean, I was desperate. The woman has cleaned out at least 10 more computers since you were last here. The parts are lying next to her in neat piles. She notices 2 bags of red sand you're holding. How's Mr. Nariano doing? We could have just come to an agreement. We could have just come to an agreement. Why didn't you say anything? Mr. Nariano is much better at those conversations. Good for him, but I had to pay 8 bags for sand for that. Sand comes, sand goes. That's what we always say. She smiles. So how's Mr. Yanni doing? Let's get to it. Hold on, once we leave, we won't be coming back here. Are you sure you're ready? No. Washes the bug full of plants. And inspector is smoking outside. Okay. Merchant stare greedily into you. Well, will you buy a melon? Looks like the merchant over Rumpel's clothes, worn out shoes, a small bag on the ground. Why is there a bag of sand at his feet? Or in the melon. He drops something. But what's that? You nod at the man's feet. He looks down mistrustfully, then he pauses. Well, stop my train and call me a sand melon. How could I drop that bag? How did I miss it? Thanks, man, I almost lost it. You nod in response and walk away. You spend the next few minutes unable to shake the thoughts that you could have used that sand. Good, I'm good. Your seller joyfully rubbing the bag of sand in his hand. Doesn't look like I found anybody. So, have you made up your mind? Gonna do some digging? I think I might have needed to approach this differently. For this to have worked properly. So yeah, let's go ahead and go. Woman nods to you. You ready? I'll open the grave. Let's go. He tossed 2 bags of sand at the woman's feet. Get to it. I don't have much time. Train 42, your time is up. Prepare to leave town. I repeat. Well, looks like you're too late. Is that a joke? I already paid you. Damn guards are about to come looking for me, and you're... She looks at you silently, smiling. I'm kidding, let's go. She clears away a small heap of scrap metal from against the wall to pull the lever here. It's open. It's open. I'd hurry if I were you. Thanks. The woman smiles again. It seems that the whole situation strikes her as comical. A little advice for you? Trust a bag of bricks. Huh? What? No going back now. Needless to say, it smells awful inside the pipe. It smells awful in here. This is just a drainage pit for the square. It's not the sewer system, so it could be worse. It doesn't make me feel better. Trash heap. The way forward is blocked by a pile of trash boards and rags that almost look like a barricade. Climb over it? You poke around the supports with your foot, and one of the trash bags seems to be full of rock or bricks. Trust the bag of bricks. You put your weight on the bag, then throw your leg over the barricade of boards. But your pant leg gets caught on the nail sticking out of the board. Oh, come on. Free one of your hands and carefully unlock it. Tuck it. Rip it. You hear the sound of fabric ripping. This has to be the worst day ever. Your pants rip all the way to your knee, but you're still not free of the nail. Stop it before it's too late. No. We're already committed to the bit. Your pants are ripped to your waist. My God, how do I get out of here? Let me go. Your leg suddenly comes free, but half of your pants is left hanging on the nail. You jump the rest of the way over the barricade, land on your feet. You hear a voice over the radio somewhere up above. Final warning, Bob, operator of Train 42, your time is up. Leave town immediately or your train will be confiscated. You're right, there's definitely no going back. I'm going to regret this. Your path is blocked by another pile of wreckage. This one has a ton of broken glass scattered around it. Let's see... Instantly pick up the shards of glass. Pick up a nearby bucket and start tossing the shards of glass into it. Another shard goes into in a bucket. And another one. And another one. Can't you go any faster? It'll be nighttime soon. Your hand twitches and a small glass of shard embeds itself in your finger. Sorry, I thought you were done already. Straighten up, it looks like you're in fact done. You now try to jump over the obstacle. Get a running start. You begin to pick up speed. Push off the ground. Whoop. You spring off the ground. Why'd you jump so soon? You fly through the air. Watch where you go. You fly right into the barricade. Not over the barricade, into the barricade. Bang. Damn. Are you alive? You broke down the whole barricade with your body. I felt it. Are you in one piece? Not sure. Damn. I think my shoulder is... You stand up with some difficulty. Oh, this is... Oh, man, that's all we got. Okay. I'm guessing I'm not getting in any other fights. At least I hope I'm not getting in other fights. I think this is the last barricade. Well, it's not like I'm getting any dirtier. This is Land of Junior speaking. The Joy Storm is approaching. It will hit us in 5 minutes. A Joy Storm? You could certainly use some of those. One of those. After this junkyard, even an ordinary storm would make me happy. Examine the balcony. It's a bunch of junk. I feel like you can probably just step over it. He's right. Step over the pile. Carefully lift one leg over the pile and quickly find yourself on the other side. Huh, that was easy. Joy Storm, 3 minutes. Ooh, come on, hurry. Get outside. Aren't you forgetting something? You don't feel the draft at all. You look down and see your pant leg ripped to the waist. Oh, right. Yeah, we're going to the upper class. We're gonna fix it that way. He's right, that's much better. Okay, let's see where this upper district is. That's kind of disappointing. Door is locked. The Joy Storm has arrived. I repeat, the Joy Storm has arrived. Dad, is that you? You hear the sound of sand pouring out. It's getting closer. Soon it'll envelop your whole consciousness. You're suddenly overtaken by such a strong emotion that you involuntarily lean forward. It's like you're drowning in a calm, relaxing sea. Peace and quiet. You turn your head to the left and see your sister standing behind you. You're happy. She's not in danger anymore. You turn to the right and see your brothers. They're sitting next to you, all 10 brothers and you. They stare strangely. They're wearing strangely colored armor. You look down and see that you have the same armor on. You touch the armor. A piece flakes off, burning your hand. The image starts to fade. The vision passes, and in its place you're filled with an unbelievably nostalgic sense of longing. Etienne? It's evening already. How long was I out? Pretty long time. Long enough that I started to worry about you. Damn it. We need to hurry. I know. So how was it? Strange, like I was home. I'd do that again. And all my stuff is gone. Poor guy is sitting on the ground, leaning against a wall. An idiotic grin is lighting up his face. Hey, you okay, friend? Marie, you're such a good girl, Marie. Looks like he's still caught in the Joy Storm. 2 minutes pass, 3-5. Finally, the man opens his eyes. Oh, need something, ma'am? Thanks for not interrupting me. I really get caught up in that one. Hold on. Why did your vision last so long when mine ended in 10 minutes ago? Is this your first Joy Storm, man? Yeah, kinda. Here's some advice. Try not to move or look around too much. Concentrate on one thing, and don't use up all your strength at once. That helps the visions last longer. Okay, got it. So what was it that you wanted? I'm looking for the meteorologist's house. Looking for the sail, huh? Head straight south to the square, and you should see the sail tent. But I wouldn't count on there much there if I were you. Okay, thanks. I should still have like 3 bags, right? I have 4 bags. Door. It's locked, judging by the smell. Someone's inside making soup. I could use some soup. The women looking you over suspiciously. The man hasn't come out of the storm clutches yet. You see devices lined up on a dusty counter. Are you out of your mind with prices like that, you old hag? An old man standing nearby calls out in the direction of the counter. A tired-looking woman is behind the counter, and you see the slightest flame of hope flare up in her eyes when she sees you. Another one. If you're just here to look with no money, then get lost. The counter is still surprisingly full, considering the meteorologist died a whole 3 days ago. Examine the counter in silence. The counter is covered in all devices of all different sizes and complexities. Which one controls the weather? I don't know. The text says it's a device covered in switches and dials. They're all covered in switches and dials. How about we look at the most worn ones? That one looks like they've been used every day. There are two that fit the description. One on the left and the right. Ask her about the left one. How much for this device? 100 bags of sand. How much? My price is firm. She says this harshly. My husband didn't make all of these devices or whatever by handing just for them to be given out for free. I paid 10 bags of sand as a bribe just to get in here, and for what I had to crawl through the sewer. A bribe? And you want 100 bags for some piece of junk? Just grab it and jump out of the book. We'll figure it out later. Where are you seeing junk here, you jerk? Get it lost. I'm calling the guard. She grabs a radio attached to the pillar. Just grab the device, damn it, Etienne. Dewey, you're the one who deserves to be arrested. 100 bags? You're insane. That's what I said. She's insane. You hear the old man shouting from behind you. You're not sure why he's still here. Hands up. You turn slowly and see 2 guards with the clubs raised and ready. That's him. He tried to steal my husband's possession. Arrest him. I was just looking. Don't worry, miss. We'll handle this. Both guards start slowly walking towards you. Grab a device and throw it at the guards. You grab the first device you see and throw it at the guard. But there's a rope tied around the device and the other end attached to the counter. It springs back, hitting your shoulder as it passes you. I don't think that's going to help much. Just run. You hear the whooshing of a club somewhere behind you. Watch out. Bam. Etienne? Silence falls, and darkness. You open your eyes. It's cold. Damn it. Was I out for long? Damn guards, you rub back of your head. It's throbbing. Anything else happen while I was passed out? Roderick? You tilt your head looking for the cage, but it's gone. Damn it. Alright. What kind of inventory do I have? Oh, I still have my inventory. There's a body in there. You see a motionless body lying face down in the sand. Another disturber to the town's peace. The man is wearing a coat. A tag is sewn to the chest. Examine the tag. The tag says W204. It also has the logo of a company called Reed Rem on it. Was he serving time too? What else could he be doing here? Through his pockets. Nothing in the right one. His left pocket had... the left pocket you find some cash and some old faded checks. One of them is for phone service. Trash? Okay. You notice this light glow coming from between the loose wall plates. What's this? Examine the inscriptions of the plate. You see a barely noticeable inscription on the place. Trust a bag of bricks. Come on, I already know that. You notice that the wall plate is completely attached to the wall. Maybe I can move it. An old wooden crate, its lid is nailed shut with rusty nails. Damp wood lifts in, lid lifts off without much trouble. The crate hinges have been bound with steel wire. Apparently whoever it belongs to couldn't afford a lock. You cut through the wire and open the crate. Oh. We're gonna be getting in some fights. Right behind the grate, you see a path leading to the out of the sewer. Keep shaking it, nothing happens. Shake the grating like a psycho. Hell, open up. Ah. You pull at the steel bars with all your might, but nothing happens. Well, this is just great. I was so close, but it looks like this is the end. Remember that you have ink. You can use what you used on plenty of other occasions. Oh, right, I'm a writer. You hesitate for a second. Right. Use the ink to weaken the grating. Ink envelops the bars of the grating, and they start to slowly rust. Bang. You usually knock them out of place and clear your path. Done. I'm coming, Roderick. Well, this almost looks familiar. The last one was taken down. Oh, that guy's gonna buy. You head around the corner and peek out of the tent. Yes, Mr. Nariano, I'm sure. He was looking for the exact thing. He called it a weather controller? Mr. Nariano is carefully twisting the device in his hands, trying to figure out how it works. Damn, he's already here too. If this thing really can control the storms, you think my husband really created something like that and didn't tell us? All these years? All those people who died in the storms or who went insane? He might have been responsible for all that. I wouldn't jump to conclusions. We don't actually know what the device can do, and maybe your husband did everything he could do. I hope so. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for telling me this. It would have been terrible if such a valuable object fell in the hands of a stranger. I think we should... yeah, break the radio. Crash. Your hit shatters the radio on the pole. The woman runs into the house. Give me that. Can it really control the weather? He asked calmly. And what if it could? Then I can't just give you the controller. This thing could decide the fate of the whole town. I don't care. Nariano takes a step back, grasping the controller tightly to his chest. It looks like he's prepared to fight for it to the very end. You notice a familiar object around his neck. Hold on, that's mine. You point at Roderick's cage, which is hanging around Nariano's neck. When the hell did you manage to steal it? You sharply yank the cage off his neck and stuff it in your pocket. Nariano flinches, not expecting you to act so suddenly. We need to run, now. Huh? Attention, all residents, this is Lenlo speaking. There's a death storm coming. I repeat, a death storm is approaching. Start evacuating. We have 10 minutes. Did you push something? No, I didn't touch it. We need to stop the storm. Give it to me now. Not a chance. Nariano takes a step forward. Tell me how to work it, and I'll stop the storm. I don't actually know. But I can try to figure it out. I'm looking for the instructions. Then what use are you? You're just going to let people's lives depend on your attempt to try and figure it out? Let me at least look at it. The display, I can see what it means. Death storm, 7 minutes. Hurry. Anyone with an empty train, take an upper district resident. Train 12 is causing a jam up at the exit. The wheel fell off. Get the car off the tracks. It's blocking the way. I'm going to go see Lendoff. He and I will figure this out ourselves. Get out of the way. Grab him. Nariano walks slowly past you. You try to grab him, but out of the corner of your eye you see an object flying right at you. A steel tip of a cane. Bang. Damn it, not again. He fell right before he hit the ground. You see Nariano climbing the stairs to the meteorology tower. You open your eyes and get up with some difficulty. Finally, get up the tower quickly and grab the controller. I don't know anything about the controller. My father didn't tell me anything. Darn, wrong button. I need to check the stormometer. Warning, death storm in 2 minutes. I don't know either. Just push something, or Mr. Nariano. Let's go. One final push. This has been such a long day. Nariano is arguing with a young man, the controller in their hands. A wild wind blows through the window. The storm is almost here. We're out of time. Before Nariano can react, you punch him in the jaw. Can't have you interfering. The young man watches you in silence, slowly pressing himself against the wall. You take the controller off Mr. Nariano's unconscious body. You had your chance to stop the storm. Now it's my turn. The young man presses himself against a panel of instruments. Red lights are flashing all over it. 30 seconds, he says, taking a quick glance out the window. Then he squeezes his eyes shut. Dozens of buttons switching, and not a single one is labeled. What an egotistical asshole. The look of the young man shoots you is filled with 10% understanding and 90% fear of dying in a death storm. There are 3 big switches above the display. Start with those, and I'll check the text, but there's not much about it either. Second switch. 2 lights up on the panel below. Come on. There are 2 buttons next to the lights. First one. Alarm set for 4 a.m. coming from the device. The young man gives you a gloomy look. His shred of hope that might have been saved seems to have just evaporated. Alright, we'll do the second one again. And push the second one. Full panel gives a dark and the device looks like it did when you started now. Okay, first one. The switch makes no sound as it moves. It seems completely broken. Alright, third one. Device starts vibrating. Whatever that means. Okay, let's just hope it doesn't mean anything bad. I'll flip the first switch. Switch clicks loudly as it moves. Then a multitude of indicators and buttons light up on the display. Let's see. He spins the device around, trying to decide what button to push now. The wind coming in through the window picks up, and a strange metallic taste starts filling your mouth. You smell burnt metal. Close your eyes and push a random button. Beep. Storm is still moving. Pray and push a random button. It's slowed down, but it's still getting closer. Scream and push a random button. It's moving away. It's moving away. Whew. You put down the controller. You put the controller down with shaking hands, and you hear cheers from the people outside, getting louder and louder. That was close. Way too much going on for my first day. He holds his head in his hands. A large crowd has gathered in front of the tower. The people around you are loudly discussing what just happened. I saw the storm move away at the last minute. I saw it with my very own eyes. And it was just about to reach the town, but then it stopped. Alright, calm down. The storm is gone. You can go home now. What if it comes back? Well, you look at your controller in your hands. We'll just have to hope it doesn't come back. Why did it move away at the last second anyways? Yeah, and why did it get so close to the town? That's never happened before. It's a long story. We drove it off, don't worry. We? Who's we? It's the young meteorologist. You put your hands on the young man's shoulders. Lindith, the young meteorologist, did an excellent job proving himself. He managed to neutralize the death storm at the very last second. The crowd starts cheering. Hooray for Lindolf. What do you mean, neutralize? That's not important. What's important is that you're not in danger right now. Now time for me to go. You look out at the uncomprehending crowd before you, jump and your eyes slide over the people until they meet Lindif's looking straight at you. Are you that... He gestures at the controller, which you've already tucked under your arms as you prepare to jump out of the book. Listen, kid. This is your moment of truth, Etienne. What moment of... I need it. It's hard to explain, but I need it more. Are there storms where you're from too? Definitely not like these. And maybe you can leave it with us. That device? Since the next time a storm comes, we won't be able to... Sorry, I can't. This device is the only thing that keeping me from something dear to me. You thump your chest with your fist. Oh. Alright. Lindif backs defeatedly. The book. Leave the book. Sorry. You're all... it looked a lot bigger than that. Yeesh. Man, let me at least close the suitcase. Everything's ready. Excellent work, Etienne. I haven't even given the courier the briefcase yet, and you're calling. A what? Not to worry, my shackles expert is on the way to you, and he'll pick up the order while he's there. He'll make quick work of yours, and then you'll be free, just as we agreed. Alright? Thank you. Well, it was nice working with you. Yeah. I have an offer for you. Are you interested in taking a few more jobs? We can discuss bonus to your pay. No thanks. I'm done stealing. Alright, suit yourself. See you soon, Etienne. This is the police. Stay down. What do you think you're going? Where's the rope? Tie him up. Hey! After him, quickly! Fall into the cold sand and your pursuers land nearby. So you want to do this the hard way. Damn it, it's so cold here. Where's Vince? He's waiting in the car, just in case. Wait, Vince was on your side the whole time? That bastard. Deal with him quickly, and I'll get the book. Alrighty, so we can get to the collector. Can you handle this? Hey, anybody want to help me? I just saved your city a minute ago, come on. Your voice echoes through the empty square. It seems like everyone is in bed asleep already. Fine. Should have attacked. Should have done more damage than it did. no. Right, your ink. Are you okay? Relatively. What book did they want to take you into? 1 second. You pick up the book at the one that the thugs dropped and look at the back cover. The name's been erased. It said something about a collector. Is that your boss? My former boss. You open up the book and flip through the pages. You want to go there? I have this idea. Well, if you're sure about it. Oof. What? Why? Everything's blurry, and there's no color. We've gone too deep. We're inside a book inside a book. I can barely breathe. Me too. We need to find the collector as soon as we can get out of here. What? Your face. Why is what? You touched your mask. Damn it, we need to hurry. So you notice some familiar looking briefcases. A tag is visible on one of them. Reading Walker Rich A, Item X, Client Harmon Publishing. What are those? Briefcases for stolen items. I give the collector his orders in his briefcase like these. So there are objects from other books inside. Think there's something you could use in there? You open two of the briefcases in front of you at random. Examine the first briefcase. An old rag doll is inside a briefcase along with a set of rusty pins. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. What do you think it is? A voodoo doll. It even has pins. Examine the second briefcase. Leather-bound book lies in a velvet cushion inside their briefcase. There's something written here. Al-Azif. Take the doll. You can't shake the feeling that the doll might be useful. You take it out of the briefcase and carefully put the pins in your pocket. Look, there's something else here. Next to the briefcase is a bag stuffed to the brim with a note attached. It says to be sorted. Open the bag. Examine the cloak. Try to unfold the clock, but as soon as your hand slips inside, the clock disappears. So does your hand. Ah, quiet. You carefully pull your hand out, and it's instantly visible again. Oh, it's the cloak. Okay. Okay. Examine the wand. The tag on the wand says Polymorph Wand. Transforms other targets into Ovisaries. Ovisaries? Sounds ominous. Just don't point it at yourself. Examine the capsule. On the capsule you see a yellow strange triangle with a biohazard symbol on it. Not a great start. There's something written here. Fear toxin. Inhalation causes prolonged panic and hallucinations. Store in dark location. Ooh, should we take it? Examine the broom. Broom trembles in your hands and you can feel it itching to take off. Looks like it's a flying broom. Take everything. Hide the capsule and the wand in your pockets. Throw the folded up cloak on your shoulder and grab the broom. You're really kitted out. I hope I can use all this. Let's go find the collector. Oh, do I hover? Wait. 3 walkers are standing around the table in a brightly lit room. They haven't noticed you yet. Damn. So this is where they handle the briefcases for the orders. What's the plan? Put on on the invisibility cloak. You unfold the invisibility cloak and put it in over your hand clothes. Looks like it's working. Sneak past the room. You tiptoe past the room with walkers in it. Better to avoid any more fighting than absolutely necessary. You see two walkers standing in a passageway. They seem to be guarding another set of boxes. They're discussing quietly, completely unaware of your presence. I don't think you can squeeze past them. You should take off the cloak. It's only going to get in the way. Take off the invisibility cloak. You take off the cloak and throw it over your shoulder. The walkers haven't noticed you yet. Throw the toxin capsule. You wind up and throw the capsule of fear toxin at the walkers. It falls right between them and shatters. The men turn around sharply. Hey, stop, you. You see both men's eyes widen in horror. You're a monster. Help! Both men look around in terror, then jump over the railing into the darkness. I hope it's not too far down. See if there's anything interesting in here. Should we start with some kind of weapon? Yeah, examine the briefcase. Lying on the black fabric inside the briefcase is its own sharp scythe, radiates coldness. So Death is out here in some book without his scythe. I bet. Examine the briefcase. There's a small box inside the briefcase surrounded by a flickering blue aura. What's this? You poke the box uncertainly with a finger. The blue field instantly surrounds your hand, making it tingle. Is it some kind of energy shield that might help in a fight? No. Voodoo doll seems important. I like what I have. Are you sure you don't want even to see what's in the briefcase? I did. Are there more briefcases to look at? Librarian. Maybe that's where I should have used the fear toxin. Okay, let's go to the librarian. I don't think he's hostile. The librarian is busy arranging books and probably won't even notice an atomic bomb. Okay. Just don't mess with his books. Books. Stack of books including the ones I've been in. The guards notice you from far away and block your path. What's that noise over there? Is there a problem? Use the wand? You take the wand out of your pocket and point it closer at the closest walker. Ovisaris? A beam of blue energy powers out of the wand. It hits the walker into the chest. In the next instant, a sheep standing where he just was. Oh, that's right. Ovisarius is a scientific name for domestic sheep. I thought it was a spell. The other walkers have already dropped into a fighting stance, so ready to attack. Oviaris. You point the wand at the closest enemy, but nothing happens. A large crack in the running through the crystal at the end of the wand. Ah, useless piece of... The other walkers simultaneously drop into fighting stance. Must have been this guy. No. Drain. Drain the weakest one. Did he regain? Oh, he got a second heal. Alright, we'll shield this. That's 3 damage. Shield again. He misses. That's good. Taking no damage at all. Hit idle. Two hits. Yeah, let's do that. They both missed. To drain. Okay, if I stun, that'll take a bolt 1 out. Disable skill. Use that for a drain. Idle. Shield once, so we get the health regen, and then drain him. Boss's hideout. Just don't hit me, he smirks. Take off my goddamn shackles. You grab him by the throat. There's a slight problem with that. My shackles expert took the day off today. His daughter's sick. He's lying. I know. How about I call you when he's available, okay? It'll only be a few days. You hit him. You think I'm an idiot? Well, if you really want to know, you promised me you'd take him off, so hold up your end of the deal. But you didn't hold up your end. I'll hold it up right now. You squeeze his throat harder. Calm down. You idiot. No one except the Riders Police can take them off. Do you really think my own men would be able to would be walking around in shackles if I could take them off? I would build a literal empire stealing objects if I could do that. Not this stinking warehouse. Wait, I thought you had proof that he could do it. A friend told me about him. Wait, Vince told me about you. And then I found out he was one of your thugs. Was that all part of your plan? Well, the things that's happened now wasn't. He rubs his throat. You're going to take off my shackles. I don't know how, but that's your problem now. Or what? Are you going to kill me? A character? He winks a horrible wink. But you've turned into such a nice guy. Now you haven't you? Well, relatively. You squeeze his throat with all your strength and look him in the eye. Let's find out right now just how much of a nice guy I am. It doesn't quite inspire fear, to be honest. Let's finish this up quickly. I have things to do. Some important people will be here soon, and I'll be offloading a huge lot today. You turn around and see a stack of containers through the open door. Yes, that's right. Do you think I was just sitting here twiddling my thumbs? I'm about to close the deal of a century. Are those containers full of stolen items? Fit to burst? I can only imagine what'll happen when all of that floods the market. He glances briefly at a monitor where you can see henchmen running in your direction. You're right. It certainly is time for us to finish up here. Grab him by the essence. Yeah. You push your hand hard and deeper in, trying to touch not the collector's neck, but the very essence inside him. You feel a scrap of old paper. Your fingers run across the text written there in old ink many years ago. Wait. Start pulling. I can call the shackles expert. Let's say tomorrow, okay? That's the only time frame I can give you. We'll get your shackles off, and we'll get your shackles off, and you'll be sir. You can ride as much as you want. His henchmen are almost here. Sorry, I'm not letting that happen to me again. You grab his paper with both hands and start pulling it towards you. What are you thinking, Etienne? Don't worry, I've in my knee again. What on earth was that? Where the hell am I? What have you done? He looks around. You'll find out soon enough. The collector suddenly jumps and aims a gun at you. It's an antique decorated with a swirling pattern. Take me back. Hey, calm down. Just calm down. Etienne, hand over the book now. Where's my book? I'm afraid nothing would come of it. Hey, don't joke around with me. We'll wait for the ad to finish. not go? Oh, I guess it didn't go. Okay. Hey, don't joke around with him. That thing I just did, they'll hear it. Badgers police, nobody move. Hey you, drop the gun. Not another step or I shoot him. Boss, that's Leroy Russian. The collector? What the hell's going on here? Etienne, eh? How are you mixed up in this? Oh, hello, officer. Hold on, how did you recognize me? You came in for questioning in that same coat. Damn. I disguised my face, but I forgot to put on a different coat. I'm warning you, I won't surrender alive. He aims a gun at the police officers, then back at you. And hold back your little pet writer here there. I see him. Puts his hands up and looks at the officer, waiting for a signal. Well? No, now we'll come... I don't think we'll be coming to an arrangement with you, thief. Quiet. No, we're going to make a deal, and I'm going to walk away. You're accused of stealing thousands of objects, and now that you're in our hands, you're not going anywhere. That's enough. Suddenly turning to you, this is all because of you, you bastard. The sound of a shot rings out. Etienne! You close your eyes. Damn it. Oh, so now the ad plays. Wait for the ad, and then it shows up when I stop waiting. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. You open your eyes and look down. The middle of Roderick's cage protected you from the bullet, but there's not much left of it now. You see a small, ragged scrap of paper inside. Derek, you moron. I told you to stop talking. Sorry, boss. Are you alright, Walker? Now it's your turn. Hands up. You look at the remains of the paper in your hand. Don't make us use force. Cool it. He's just in shock. Etienne, it's best if you come with us now. We'll talk about all this as we'll talk about all this at the station, okay? Hold on. What's that in his hand? It's a character, and not one from this book. Etienne, are you out of your mind? You're carrying around a stolen character even in your current situation? Derek, I can't take an isolated character. Call for backup. You shove the officer, his head slams into Derek, who staggers backwards, eyes shut. Damn it. Jump out of the book. That isn't... Leroy Russian, also known as the Collector, was detained by the Writers Police. The entire network of writers who used the services to buy stolen print items and book plagiarism were also detained. This is going too fast. Etienne Quist was detained for 5 minutes after his escape. The unknown stolen character was not found on him. "28 years later." Well, I think this is the house. Alright, I'm ready. Well, first let's go in the carriage. Empty carriage. Books arranged neatly on the shelf. Sir, how can I help you? My name is Etienne. Waiting for you to continue. You probably don't remember me. We worked together a long time ago. Can't seem to recall that. Are you sure you're in the right place? I'm sure. I'd even say we were partners. I just wanted to see how you're feeling. Looking around questioningly. I do believe I'm quite alright. Should I be worried about something? Do you remember your name? Of course. And where you live? Baker Street. That's good. Then I had to make a few changes because of your injuries. Injuries, sir? Yes. Although it seems everything worked out. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back. Watson, he nods to the man by the window. Holmes, he nods back. And you, sir? He looks questioningly at you. I'm on my way out. Someone you know, Watson? I'm not sure. Are you quite certain you're alright, sir? Yes. My apologies again for disturbing you. So did he rewrite him as Watson? Or was he Watson? Well, time to head back. I'm glad you're doing well, friend. I think it worked. Well, Roderick, it's time for me to figure out my... I had to revisit so many books before I found the right one. I'm back home. Scribble, scribble, scribble. All right. That is The Bookwalker. I felt it was an interesting game. The ending, I think the very ending, I think I would have liked a little better of where he was in that room, because it didn't make any sense that he was completely boarded up. Clearly that was the game trying to make it so I didn't go too far and just get to the ending. But I think it could have been written more of like, I really want to get to writing, and he just, anytime you went to a door, he would just refuse to go through the door. It also seemed like they were trying to hide if he was back in his own place, because there was only one window you could see through, and it was kind of iffy. Although that window, if I remember right, that window did have pipes like it was showing, so it was pretty sure he's back in his old house. But yeah, overall, great game. Plenty I didn't explore. But, you know, got the core of the game done. I think I got, like, what, 70 of the achievements, I think? 72% of the achievements. Alright, so that concludes that. And I do like the fact I always like it when if they give you achievements that are based on certain things, you can always go back and try to get them through the chapters instead of playing the whole game over again. I always feel like if a game is going to do multiple endings or do something like that, they really need to give you a way to go back. Because it feels like such a waste of time to replay things to a point of where you want to go just to change your storyline. It creates a little bit more longevity from somebody not wanting to do that to, oh, I can just go to this chapter and start from there. So I do like that. What was I playing? Oh, right, I was playing Boxes last. We beat that in one night. So if school permits, I will be back on Tuesday with a new game. I might do the Room series. Kind of interested in that. I've got them all, except for the VR one. Do I have anybody to raid out to tonight? Dark Fox is on. We can go to him.
Be like, what?
There we go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go to Dark Fox. He is playing Trove. Not exactly a gentle switch of games, but I will try to be here on Tuesday. Either way, if I'm not here in the week until Friday, we'll have a new game. And on Tuesday, we'll have a new game. We'll have 2 new games next week if I'm able to do all the streaming I want to do, or at least 1 new game, because I'm trying to make sure I at least get Fridays in. But we'll catch you on the next campfire. Everybody have a good night.